up, 40 Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. and anime and manga contributor to Bounding into Comics, and it's time to get bizarre again. But before we rumble up into this story, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be live reactions or news and announcements like this video, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to this story that will be in the description box below as well. So, fam, part 9 is a coming. We got the name, we got the release date, and oh, I am hyped. So let's get into this. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9 is officially titled Jojolands. Yes, and it is coming on February 17th, 2023. And I'm stoked. Holy shit, I can't believe it's been a year or over a year since Jojolands ended. Oh my fucking god, I'm excited for this. And according to this article, this is the longest hiatus that Araki has taken in between parts of the series. However, Araki, for those of you that don't know, Araki was still working during his break, and he drew several illustrations for JoJo magazine, as well as 3 chapters of Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan, which I have been covering on this channel. Go look at my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure playlist. You will see all of them. So the details of Part 9 are currently unknown, but it does take place in the same continuity as the 7th and 8th parts of the series, of which are, Steel Ball, Run, and Jojolands. And Araki recently teased in a Kono Mystery ga Sugoi interview that the story would feature Joseph Joestar's descendants. And Joseph appeared in the final 2 chapters of Jojolands in a flashback, which Araki claimed was foreshadowing for Part 9. I fucking knew it, by the way. I knew it. And we're going to go over that little part up in there, because we might get an idea of what's happening. Because I think based off of what was in this little epilogue here, I think I have an idea of what it's going to be in terms of like timeline wise, but I'm gonna get your thoughts on this too. Araki previously mentioned in an interview at the start of Steel Ball Run that he had already planned out the general outline for each part up to Part 9, and in 2007, Araki mentioned wanting to depict Morio in Part 9, which ended up being the setting for Part 8. In March 2016, Araki stated that he would like to write a future story in Northern Europe or the Scottish Highlands. So that makes me wonder then, if for what Part 8 was supposed to be a reimagining of like Part 2. That's what it seems like to me. Because Part 2 took place in Europe. I know Part 5 did as well, but I feel like this is going to be the retelling of either Part 2 or because Jojolands is a retelling of Part 4. I don't know if, because this is going to be the descendant of Joseph, and because this is the descendant of Joseph, I'm leaning more towards a retelling of Part 3, and I will get to why in a second. I'm trying to see if this interview. Aha, here we go. I got the interview right here. So let's take a look at this here. Where is this? Here we go. It's going to be a story about the Joestar bloodline. Joestar appeared at the end of Part 8, which was foreshadowing of that the story will be about his descendants. Okay, so yes. All right, so let me get to this right here. So we are going to read this part here from the end of, this is from the final chapter of 110. So this is after the Radio Gaga incident. Lucy Steele, age 65, died due to a lung disease in New York, in her home country of America, 3 years after the Radio Gaga incident. Um, though she had wished to, she was never able to set foot in the land of Japan again. After the incident, Joseph Joestar, age 17, was concerned about Lucy Steele's health, so he accompanied her back to her hometown in America by sea and by airplane on a long trip that spanned 14,000 kilometers across the Pacific Ocean. But the affairs of the world changed with each passing moment. With America's entrance into World War II, the Pacific Ocean route was suddenly blocked, and so Joseph was not able to return to S City until the war ended. Joseph Joestar was able to work as Lucy's assistant and received an education and earn citizenship in New York. And he also found employment at an Atlantic City casino hotel. In 1952, he got to know a woman who worked at the Speedwagon Foundation named Susie Q, with whom he married and had a child. His one daughter's name is Holly. Yeah. So it is going to be about the descendant. Descendant of Joseph. Is this okay? So remember with the in part, what was it? In part 4, we found out that Joseph was naughty. He was naughty and had an affair. Yeah, this could be a situation like that too. We could have that kind of situation, but I feel like part 9 is going to be a retelling of part 3. I do. You can make the argument that we're going to get like the events leading up to the events of Jojolan in this part. Yeah, maybe. That'd be it. Considering the setup, I would not be surprised by that. Would I be down with that? Yeah, I'd be down with that. I would be down with that, no problem. I would. If it's not Jotaro and it is if we do get it from Kira's perspective and we see like everything that went down up to the events of to the start of part 8, which I think is the direction Araki's going in, that would be really interesting. I would not mind that at all. Do I think it's going to go that route? I don't know. The thing that's throwing me off actually is what was said about the location. That's the only thing that's kind of thrown me off a little bit. But the fact that this is why I said I think it's going to be a retelling of part 3 because of it being in a different location. Either that or it's going to be a retelling of part. It could be a retelling of part 2. It could. You could make the argument that it would be a retelling of part 2. I'm really curious what you guys think in regards to this. Do you guys think this is going to be a retelling of part 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Or do you think it's going to be a retelling of part 3? Do you think it's going to be like a prequel of the events leading up to Jojolan? I'm very curious what you guys think. I'm really excited for this. Jojolands is going to be everything. Especially with what we've gotten in The Spoke Kishibe Rohan. If you guys have read the recent chapters of it, oh my god, they are so good. And the art is fabulous too. So I'm telling you, Araki's got something cooking. I trust you, Araki. You're going to give us something good. I know it. I know Araki going to give us something good. Something that I wouldn't mind Araki doing is redoing the final couple of chapters from Jojoland that's, sets up part 9, and like kind of like to set the scene and everything like that. I wouldn't mind it starting out like that, like doing like a quick summary kind of thing and then going into it. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm very curious what you guys think. I'm so fucking excited for this. This is going to be everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more JoJo content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, if you want to talk more about JoJo and other content that we talk about on this channel, feel free to hit up our Twitter, Discord, which I've been very active on, and I have a JoJo channel set up as well on Discord. Twitch and PlayStation Network, all that is in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.